more equipment.
More,
every
more.
day.
Uh-huh.
I love it.
I just got the 360.
The thing that spins around?
Well, no, it's a camera. It's got it in the front and the
I got
back.
you. This little signal. I'm like, you get more and more stuff every day.
Yeah. And I got other cameramen and stuff like that.
Really?
You don't normally see them.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. All right, I got some questions. How are you, sir?
About what?
All right. Can we have a few?
Sure.
All right.
I'll try to.
Is it legal to carry mace, pepper spray in New York City?
No, it is not. Technically falls under criminal possession of a weapon.
Even if you have FID card or a light, there's no license or anything?
I don't think so, not as far as I know.
Okay. Now, what about this animal spray, bear spray or dog spray?
Kind of falls under the same thing as pepper spray.
Okay.
Technically.
Okay. I'm just going along with what you're saying. Are you familiar with the process for getting permits for a sound device?
No, I'm not. Never applied for that.
Are you familiar with, like, if somebody's using an amplifier and you tell them to stop, you ask them for a permit, right? What do? You write a ticket.
If they have a license or if they don't
If they don't have one, if they don't have a permit.
Technically, you write them a ticket.
Approximately how much is the ticket?
No clue.
No clue, no?
No clue.
Are you...
It's not really it's not a dollar amount because you can write them a ticket for a C summons and then they go to the judge and then the judge decides that. You get to argue your case in court and then the judge, you explain your story, like this and that, and whatever the judge decides after that.
Okay. Now, how about the policy if you walk up to somebody, put on your body camera, then the policy is you made contact, they can ask for your business card.
You can ask for a business card anytime. You could be walking past me.
Really?
Just random person, you could turn around, come back. Anytime you want. You could just walk up past me. What's your badge and the thing number? I have to give it. You could I can't if you want to just walk past me and record my shield and name, can't stop it.
Okay. Wow.
If it's not obstructing governmental administration.
Okay. All right. So, when you make an arrest, does a supervisor have to supervise the arrest?
Not always. For example, you make an arrest, you have to notify a supervisor. He could come to the scene. Let's say there's a lack of supervisors. They're busy everywhere else. You call the desk officer, you notify him. When you come bring whoever you arrested, you notify of the details, and then he verifies it.
Okay. But is it kind of normal that if you detain somebody, then a supervisor may come?
He may come. He doesn't have to come.
Doesn't have to come?
Doesn't have to come.
Okay. All right.
And just because I'm detaining you does not mean you're under arrest. I could detain you for further investigation.
Yes, sir. Do you have to tell them their Miranda rights?
No. Unless if I'm detaining you and questioning you in regards to a crime, yes, I do. If I'm detaining you and writing you a ticket, I do not. If I'm arresting you, I do not.
Really? Okay. All right. If you get arrested in Times Square, Manhattan, basically you go to the precinct. If it's a crime, right? Are they allowed to call their lawyer?
In regards to what?
Like, just walk me through. This will be the last one. This has been
You're
really.
allowed phone calls. Whoever you call, I have to document it. It's up to you who you call.
Do you do the fingerprinting first? Do you do the?
It's in order I would fill out a complaint report, which starts with that, and that I can annotate who you called, when you called. I have to write down names, what you talked about, and then afterwards I fingerprint and take pictures. I could give you 3 phone calls. You call whoever you want.
Really?
Yep. But you have to let me know who it is, and I have to record it.
You have to record
Not record it. I record it on the paper.
Oh, yes, sir. Okay.
Write it down.
Okay. All right. Wow. People love this. I'm telling you.
Of course.
Because what better, I think, in my opinion, what better of a person to learn from? Of course, a lawyer. You're not a lawyer.
Of course.
But
They
you
know
are.
more than me.
You're law enforcement. You're a peace officer and a public servant, right? So in regards to like people walking up into you, I've noticed, even though I audit, I never like come up and say, all these provocative words and all of this stuff like that. See, I notice I've recorded people just walking up and calling officers like F you and cussing them out. There's really not much you can do, right?
unless they're obstructing governmental administration, no, not really. And officer safety. For example, if you're standing this close and an officer feels unsafe, I'm allowed to tell you to back up.
Yeah. So that's another great question. In regards to just personal space, you can say, like, I'm close now, but we're acquainted with each other. Of
course, yeah.
So, like, if just a civilian walked up right now, you could say, sir, please give me some more space. Of course, right? So what would you say, like 6 feet?
20. Technically, zone of safety falls within 20 feet.
Really?
Yep.
Even if there's not a crime? But you just don't feel comfortable and you're like, give me my personal space.
It's not personal space, it's called zone of safety.
Zone of safety?
Zone of safety.
Okay. So in regards to a police line, I had a lieutenant tell me it was 10 feet.
Technically, patrol guard procedure states it's 20 feet. In Manhattan, that's kind of impossible. You can't have a circle that's 20 feet away from yourself.
Right.
You could do it with 10, but patrol guard procedure states it's 20.
Really? From a police line or from where, from where you indicate, right?
From technically,
Either or, right?
Yeah. Like,
Okay.
let's say there's an arrest here and then there's an arrest at the end of the van. I could have 20 feet away from both.
All right, last question.
Go for it.
The precinct,
Which one? Does it
any
matter?
precinct in New York City, we'll just say Manhattan.
All right.
How come a civilian cannot record in the lobby, just anywhere?
That's the rules. You can't afford. You can't record in the lobby.
Is there a policy, a penal code?
There's a penal code law. I forgot what it is, but you could be charged with that.
Now, is that considered, you guys consider the precinct private property or public property?
That's a little bit complicated. Like I could pull out, I don't have the penal law code on me, but we know where you're not allowed to record. You're allowed to be in there, you're allowed to ask questions, make complaints, but you're not allowed to record.
What if somebody walked in with, like, these recording glasses or something that you didn't know?
You can ask them to take it off.
Well, what if you didn't know?
That you didn't know.
And then they had the footage. That's not technically illegal, right?
I mean, technically, you're not supposed to record it inside of a precinct.
You're not supposed to record.
You're not supposed to record it inside of a precinct.
And you guys, you cannot erase your body cam footage, right?
No, that gets automatically, as soon as you turn it off, that gets uploaded to the servers, and we can't edit it, we can't nothing. Like, we can't delete it, can't make it shorter, longer.
So that's not just a hard drive.
No, this gets automatically, this is connected to my phone then uploads it to wherever. But I cannot, like, make it shorter, longer, edit sound, none of that stuff.
And how long do you think body camera footage is available for? Is it like a space of a year?
I know there's
or
certain
6
ones
months?
that you could tag as never delete, so they never get deleted. Some of them get tagged as training, but I heard an average amount, it lasts for 3.5 years.
You seem very knowledgeable. I don't want to take any more of your time.
welcome.
Thank you very much for your
Thank you, sir.
service.
You have a
Thank
great
you for
night.
your service, guys. Thank you very much.